My name is Cool Cone. I'm a legend of graffiti in Philly, which we used to call wall writing. I was from Brewerytown, born in 1956. My mother had 3 boys first and then 3 girls. My story starts with starting a club called ICP, which is Imperial Casanova Persuaders. I was 12 years old when I started writing, and I was 14 years old when I started ICP. In my family, I was the rebel. I'm supposed to be the oldest, setting an example and everything. Like in that era, when I was born, Martin Luther King had just got killed in 1968. So it was a way of me lashing out by writing on the walls and stuff like that. What inspired me, I was seeing Dr. Cool, I was seeing Cornbread, Chewy, Lewis, all these different guys' name all over the walls. And I said, I wanted to be like them. I want my name all over too. So I wrote my name in all the places I could in that. I wrote my name in Shoe City. I wrote my name in Zounds, the record shop we used to have. And a lot of people was wondering how I got my name inside the Haunted House. And Donsky got a good story about that. He was saying how did I do it? And how I did it, I stood on the side and wrote my name on the wall so everybody that came in there would fall around and wouldn't understand how I wrote my name in there. Cool Cone I got because I had my girlfriend Dell back there. She actually named me Cone. Cause she named me Cone because I was smooth, you know what I mean? So I was always had that little style with me. I always dressed good, I always had flair, I always had gift of gab, you know. I was just, I ain't gonna say cool as a cucumber, I'll say cool as Dr. Cool. Then in that era, it was wall writers everywhere, all over the place. West Philly, North Philly, South Philly. So when we just started, we just trying to tear up everything we could with ICP. And it worked too. We had like 50 members of ICP at the time. It was becoming a big thing. It was so big that they had a guy back then called Philly Phenomenon. He would ride the subway and print our tags and all that stuff. Well, we didn't call it tags in our day, we call it hits. He would print our hits and stuff like that in the paper, show the subways, how they look with our names and stuff down there. And I'm still trying to find some of that stuff. When you look at our hits, it's not like no hits that you see now. Ours was plain and clean, and it had a little flair to it. We would go climb up on top of this, I guess the White Castle, and they had a billboard up there, and me, Tony, and Wolfman and them put our name up there, Broad and Island. And that's like a big attraction for your name. You can see your name all around up there in that area. Everybody, they had Girls High. They had all these different schools up there. Everybody's gonna see your name because that's like a big subway hub too. In that area we had Rizzo. Frank Rizzo was the mayor at that time, and he had a hit list out for some of us. And they had setup walls back then. And also, I got arrested a lot during my juvenile, but when I got to be 17 on the way to 18, I got myself together and went into service and started getting myself in order. And when I came home after that, I didn't even want to do graffiti no more. For me, it was a way of rebelling at the time, and then I took and went to art school and did something productive as far as I'm concerned, you know. And as far as my days in art school, me and Lewis went to art school together for 4 years. No, I really didn't look at graffiti while I was into my art because I was trying to make money. Me and Lewis at the time, we were starving artists. And I was doing my bar signs and stuff like that and trying to deal with my kids that I had. And then when my family did find out, they was telling me, my sons, like, Pop, you was telling us not to write on walls, and then we hear that you got this big reputation, that you started a whole wall writing club. I just recently started looking at the walls again. So the way I look at everything now as far as graffiti, I like it because they took it on a whole different level now. I can't think negatively about graffiti because I'm one of the guys that started the graffiti in my city, and then I'm one of them people, I never give up on myself, so I'm always gonna keep some kind of art or some kind of wall writing in my repertoire now, you know what I mean? So that's just who I am.